Good morning and welcome to the channel on this Friday the 15th of May 2026. Not an awful lot going on today, but maybe a little bit coming out of China and Russia. The final status of Trump's China visit. He has now departed Beijing on the way to the US. They say that there are major agreements and statements confirmed, but let's have a look at those. China will buy 200 Boeing aircraft, according to Trump, which means that it's just a maybe. China agreed the Straits of Hormuz must remain open and signal willingness to help ease tensions. But we've had nothing from that from China, it's only been from Trump. President Xi has also pledged not to supply military equipment to Iran, as per Donald Trump. And they will increase purchases of US oil, reducing reliance on the Strait of Hormuz. Now that may well be true. Taiwan, of course, remains the most sensitive flashpoint. And President Xi has warned that any misunderstanding or mishandling of Taiwan could trigger a highly dangerous situation. There's not any real follow-up on those. They've agreed to follow up on trade negotiations and so on. There is a potential visit of President Xi to Washington on September the 24th. And they are talking about the ongoing Iran and Taiwan tensions. So I'm going to leave that for now because from what I see, it's mostly what President Trump says, and we're not getting anything definitive coming out of China. I did notice, trolling through all my various sources yesterday, that President Putin has said that the war in Ukraine will be over very soon. This got me thinking why and how it could happen. Well, here's my personal opinion. It's not based on any particular facts, but following this as I have done for such a long time, I have the feeling that he will be satisfied if he can take over the Donbass region, and I'll tell you why. His military commanders have said they could probably do that by winter of this year. Now, if he does take over the Donbass region, and let us not forget it's mainly Russian-speaking, they always wanted to be part of Russia throughout the years, and it may be that this would be the point whereby a peace accord could be held if the Ukraine gave up the Donbass region to Russia. That's my opinion. You may have a different one, but otherwise there is no way that Russia is going to take over Ukraine using the present conventional warfare. It would have to be something highly dramatic, like a nuclear bomb or something like that. So I think the amount of money that has been spent by Russia, the effect it's had on their economy, the deaths of their own soldiers, I think that there has to be an end to this. So I'm going to stick my neck out here and say by Christmas that war will be over. Thank you very much for listening today. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.